And like we've been telling you, there's a political storm over price hike and GST hike in Bengaluru. Congress is staging protests asking for the rollback on the GST rate hike. Congress is staging protests at this point in time. Like we've been seeing even outside Parliament, protests have been going on since yesterday as well. Neha is with us for more on this. Neha, what can you tell us here? Protests in Bengaluru over the GST hike and the price rise.
Well, that's right. In fact, in Bengaluru city, right outside the GST office over here in Koramangala, we're seeing Congress leaders, protesting now, demanding that the government actually roll back this 5% GST that's been imposed, especially on the branded products and essential commodities. It's imperative now to mention that the Congress party over here, raised a pertinent point about how several years back, in fact, when the Prime Minister had taken charge back then, a few of the promises that he had made as far as the essential commodities are concerned weren't really kept up with. So having said that, in fact, the Congress now, of course, has escalated its fight against the GST, and it's important now to mention that, they are going to continue to strike is what they've said. Well, in fact, we are going to try and speak to a few of the leaders over here who are protesting, understand from them what their demands are, and also, most importantly, how long they continue to actually protest for. Sir, if I can ask you, the Congress party is protesting today. So the Congress party is protesting today against the centre's GST. How long are you going to keep this strike going?
No, the protest is there. As long as these people are doing injustice to the country, nation, our population, everyone. See, the government is in a doldrums. The financial crisis in central government. They're taking lakhs and crores of rupees loan. They have increased the financial debit on the country and they are passing it on to the people. World Bank, they have taken now 33,000 crores, lakh crores loan. And how do they substantiate it is by putting tax onto the poor people. What all things are they taxed now? The items, education, basic for children education, book, pencil, scale. Can they tax this also? Milk, buttermilk. Buttermilk is like it's like a water. So that taxed everything possible. Now what is left to be taxed is the biggest question. So, and price rise is on the highest. Never in the history of India after independence, we have not seen such a price rise. And the only thing which has fallen down is our currency. Dollar is at 81 rupees today. So the only one which has gone down is Indian currency. Who is responsible for this? These people have spoken in 2014 when the US dollar went by 1 rupee. That's the responsibility of the government. Is it not the responsibility of the government today?
Sir, in Karnataka, the government has rolled back the prices on curd and buttermilk as well, especially the Nandini products which, are widely used. The Chief Minister says that, the burden of this hike isn't going to be passed on to the final consumer.
Okay, only in Karnataka, if they are going to do, we welcome it. But then, what is it all? The father says you do, son says I won't do. Is this what the politics they are doing? Is it not just a drama? It's not an eyewash. Why are they doing it? Why did they bring it, first of all? They should not have brought it at all. So they are just making a drama with the public, trying to eyewash. Somebody says something, and at the end of the day, when it happens, nobody is going to talk about it.
Right.
So it is all on the people.
Yeah, thank you. Well, you heard over there from the Congress leaders itself who've now started to, protest. It's not just in Bengaluru city. We're also seeing the Congress, in fact, staging protests in other parts of the country as well against this imposition, saying that this is merely an eyewash for the people of the country. And at a time when cost of living is already at an all-time high and, inflation too, that this is only going to be a pinch on the pockets of the common man.
Absolutely, Neha. Thank you so much for joining us with all of those details and getting us those voices as well.